Hello everybody, it is me, Vincent, and today we are having lunch here at Islands of Adventure at what is this park's probably most interesting restaurant. We are taking you guys with us to Mythos, the legendary Mythos, the #1 theme park restaurant in the world. According to Theme Park Insider, we're gonna be having some lunch here, showcasing some of our favorite dishes here, and giving you guys an idea of what it's like to eat at Islands of Adventure's fanciest restaurant. So welcome to another episode of Vincent Vision. Watcha! The gods! Mythos is a restaurant here in the Lost Continent. This is one of the opening day restaurants here at the park. This has been here since the beginning. And here at Islands of Adventure, this is meant to be the observatory of the gods. The story of Mythos is that this is where all the Greek gods would come and have dinner and use this big glass window here inside the restaurant to watch over the realms, all the different islands of adventures. So because of that, you've got some pretty crazy theming in here. This is definitely one of the most themed restaurants at any theme park that I've been to. It's definitely meant to make you feel like you're walking into a big cave, a big cavern. There are some fun things to look out for. This is part of the Greek mythology area of the park. So there are references to famous Greek mythology stories and figures. One of the biggest, of course, the first thing you see coming into the Lost Continent is the fountain with the waterfall coming down its mouth. That is meant to resemble the god Zeus, the god of gods. And something else that you might notice is a face on the side of the entrance to Mythos, looking down into the water. That's actually the story of Narcissus looking over his own reflection in the water there. Inside of the restaurant, there's a lot of different details to look for as well. There's mosaics all around depicting different creatures of Greek mythology. There's big fountains with fishes, and one particular thing to look out for, it's a little bit more related to the park, but near the entrance to the restrooms is the Trident of Poseidon, and this is the actual trident used at the former Poseidon's Fury show that was right across the street. Mythos does a really great job at immersing you in the ambiance of this restaurant, a really fun and unique environment to have some food here at the park, which is what we are gonna do now. So here we are, Mythos Restaurant. This is one of the sit-down restaurants here at Universal. You know, I think when people come here to these parks, they're in the mood for rides, right? So you want a quick lunch, and I think it's so easy to say, hey, I'm gonna go eat at the Three Broomsticks, I'm gonna go eat at the Harry Potter restaurant, this and that. There are a lot of really, really great full-service restaurants here at Universal, and I would say out of all of them in both of the parks, Mythos is probably the #1. This is a Greek-inspired restaurant here in the Lost Continent. So you're gonna get a lot of Greek-style food, things like spanakopita, lamb, all that kind of stuff. But it's not all Greek, okay? This isn't a straight Greek restaurant. So this restaurant here is a full-service restaurant. That means, most likely, you're going to need a reservation. Mythos is probably one of the most popular. This is gonna be the most likely of the reservation-based restaurants in the park that will not have spots available. So I would always recommend to get one as soon as you can. I find that reservations tend to be pretty chill here at Universal, where we got this, I think literally this morning, I was able to get us a 1 o'clock reservation at this restaurant. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't still try. For this video, we're gonna try to order as much as we can that 2 humans can eat at a restaurant. We're not gonna order the entire menu, just some highlights. And one of those is a special drink that they've added for Islands of Adventure's 25th anniversary in May of this year, 2024. It is the Dueling Mocktails, and it's 2 non-alcoholic drinks themed to the former Dueling Dragons roller coasters. One of them is Pie Rock. This is a strawberry puree and lemonade drink. And then the Blizz Rock, which is a Sprite and lime drink with kind of a little bit of a mint flavoring as well. Ellison got the Pie Rock, I got the Blizz Rock. Let's see how it is.
So I got the Pie Rock, and I've already taken a couple drinks out of it, and it is so good. It's so light, so refreshing. It almost tastes like kind of like a raspberry lemonade, but it's very flavorful, very sweet, but it is really good.
Now, I'm not a big boba guy. Like, I don't like the boba tea balls in my drinks and stuff like that, but it does look super refreshing. That is really good. I'm getting a little bit of the Sprite, the lime, the mint. It's all kind of perfectly together. We're sitting out at the patio doing this video today, and this is like just perfect for this weather. Let me try, I'm gonna try Ellison's Pie Rock as well. That's really good too. Both of these are not what I expected them to be. These guys over here, oh, this would have been a kind of a fun thumbnail, wouldn't it have been? Do it a little. For the dueling mocktails, these are both really, really tasty. The 25th anniversary of Islands of Adventure was in May, and these have stayed on the menu since. Let's hope they stay a little longer so you get a chance to try them yourself. We love old ride references even when it comes to food and drink here at the parks. Our appetizers have arrived, and we got two of the most popular, which happen to be our favorite. The first is the spanakopita dip. This is, for those who don't know, kind of a twist on a Greek dish. This is a spinach and feta dip, and what really makes it special are the pita chips that they use. It's flash fried pita bread. It's fried ever so slightly, where it's still a little crunchy on the outside, all super soft, like regular pita bread on the inside. It is warm, it is delicious, it is super savory. This is a must-have appetizer if you are eating here at Mythos. This is great for a group of people as well. Our second starter that we got was the lemon hummus dip. This is probably one of our favorites. It's light, it's perfect. This comes with regular pita bread. The lavash and pita bread that it comes with, it helps. Super, super tasty as well. We love picking at this hummus here.
This is always one of my favorites because just of how like light it is, how smooth it is. The lemon flavor gives it such a light and refreshing taste, especially like today may not be so hot, but in the summer, just to have something kind of like sweet but not too heavy and not sugary sweet. This is such a good natural appetizer to have.
So for our entrees, I got the fork, knife, and spoon grilled cheese sandwich. This is a grilled cheese sandwich on a bed of tomato soup with a little bit of chips on top, a little pork garnish. It is called the fork, knife, and spoon because the tomato soup soaks into the bread, and you gotta eat it with a fork and knife, and you got a spoon. You can scoop up all the soup. And Ellison got the souvlaki couscous bowl. This is a kind of a very Mediterranean dish with chickpeas, olives, artichoke. She got it with chicken, tzatziki sauce. This is like the perfect lunch dish here at Mythos. The menu that you see for the Mythos restaurant is both the lunch and dinner menu. There are some heavier items on here, like for example, there are the beef loin medallions, that's the steak, but I think the souvlaki couscous bowl that Ellison got is like a perfect lunch option.
It's so good, it's very flavorful.
You had, though, a bite of my grilled cheese, and I think you like the grilled cheese a little bit more.
I do like the grilled cheese a little bit more, but I mean, it's so classic. That was like a staple when I was growing up, if I wasn't feeling well.
I'm always willing to switch plates with you if you'd like, because I like both of them. And here is our amazing dessert, ladies and gentlemen. This is the chocolate banana gooey cake. This is probably my most favorite dessert here at Mythos. What you are looking at is a flourless chocolate cake here with some caramel on top, some bananas. This is a plantain covered in cinnamon and some peanut butter ice cream. You mix this all together and you've got one of the best desserts here at Universal. Are you excited to try this thing?
Oh my gosh, that just like falls apart.
Yeah, it's nice and warm. Yes, it is so good, isn't it?
How have we never gotten this before? How have I never gotten this before? Oh my god.
You know how you can tell you like the dessert? When it looks like this, when it's done. I think we'd both recommend the chocolate banana gooey cake as a dessert here at Mythos. And another Mythos fun fact as we're leaving the restaurant, please leave a comment down below if you've ever eaten at this restaurant before and you have had these fish and this exact same turtle here waiting for you at the end. These guys are here all the time. I do tons of videos in this quiet area of the park, and like for years it has been just a bunch of fish and a turtle all hanging out right over here at this spot. These guys are like Islands of Adventure legends. Mythos really is a wonderful sit-down restaurant. I know it's a weird idea sometimes to dedicate time to a sit-down restaurant at the theme parks, especially if you only ever have like one day. It took us about an hour and 15 minutes to get through our food. I think that's a reasonable amount of time, especially if you're here for the entire day. You're gonna want like time to sit down and chill out, you know? But if you're here for multiple days at Universal, Mythos is 100%, just do it. Like, it's such a good restaurant. The food is great. This is well above your typical like theme park chicken fingers, burgers, and fries, and all that. Now, as far as it being one of the best theme park restaurants in the whole world, according to Theme Park Insider, that one website that made the banner, it's a very, very good restaurant. It's definitely like the best at Universal. In the whole world though, I don't know. In-park restaurants, I mean, there's like Epcot, right? Epcot's got a lot of really, really great stuff. Disneyland even, right? Disneyland has some really great restaurants. I think it's definitely up there for sure. And if you're here at Universal and you're looking for a nice in-park experience, this is a great one. Considering too, even like taking into account all the restaurants out in City Walk, I think this is still nicer than the most of the City Walk restaurants. But yeah, apart from that, that is really all we got. We had some lunch at Mythos. Now it's time to go home. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this helped you figure out whether or not you want to do Mythos for yourself. We both recommend it. We love the food. And we think if you try it, you would like it too. But we're gonna get on out of here. Thank you guys for watching another Vincent Vision, and we will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.